Sports reporter Michael Gilbert tackled the advanced chipping techniques in the 3rd episode for Lessons on the Link.
It kind of comes down to what you feel comfortable with. Everybody kind of has their favorite. Okay, and it's going to be kind of a soft shot. Woo!
Welcome back to Lessons on the Links. I'm Michael Gilbert, and we're here with John Kuzewski, and we're going to tackle chipping. Last week, Scooby McGuiza got the basics, but today, John, we're going to go to more advanced techniques.
That's right. Today we're going to talk about a couple different techniques, a couple different clubs to use, and some different situations. All
right, perfect. Let's get right to it. Now, as we approach the green, John, there's a couple of different options we can use to get the ball on the green.
That's correct. You know, everyone kind of has their favorite club they want to chip with. I like to use a sandwich like I showed you last week, but this week I'm going to start with that sandwich and get in some different clubs. It has to do with how close you are to the green and how much room you have between yourself and the pin, so how deep the pin is. I'll show you that sandwich again to begin with. Talked a minute ago about leaning against the wall. As you see my setup, the ball's back a little bit still. Leaning left. As I make my swing, I concentrate to make sure that I do hit the grass. Keep my head down until the ball is gone.
Now John just showed us the sand wedge technique, and he's going to get the 8-iron, and you're close to the green, but you're still using the 8-iron.
I'm going to use the 8-iron now because, you know, the idea is just to get the ball on the green as fast as you can or quick as you can and let it roll because the green is smooth. So, same type of setup, same technique. Of course, you're going to see the club doesn't have as much loft because it's an 8-iron. My idea now is to use almost more of a putting stroke. You can see how it's a shorter stroke. Head down, still lean left. You can notice the ball gets on the green faster, but rolls towards the hole. And as I jump right into the 8-iron, Michael, I'll have the same setup. Because I'm closer to the green, I don't have much of an obstacle to fly over. Now I'm going to take that 8-iron and just try to land it up in this area and let it roll out to the hole. Still take my same technique. I'm still leaning left. Like I mentioned, it's okay to take a couple practice swings when you switch clubs, but you'll notice now that the ball comes out much lower and rolls farther. I'm focusing on the spot that I want the ball to land, not the hole right now. And you'll watch it roll out.
John, now we're on a hill, and there's a couple of different variations to the swing you just showed us.
Sure. When you're on a hill like this, first of all, the ball is sitting on an upslope, so it's going to be easier to get the ball in the air. But one thing you would do with your setup that's a little different, I still want to get a good base. You can see my base is a little wider to have good balance. But the one thing I need to make sure of is that my spine is now, slope is like this, my spine is perpendicular to this slope. I do that so that my club can swing along the slope. If I tried to lean really hard left like we did before, I'll stick the club in the ground just like this. So my setup is here, the ball is still back, but you're going to see my spine now leaning perpendicular with the slope so that the club can swing along the grass and not just stick into the grass like that.
And now you have a chance for par.
Exactly.
All right. Well, let me give it a go, and you can walk me through it.
You still feel like you're leaning left with your hips, right?
Yeah.
But I'm watching your spine now. Here's our slope. Yep. Your spine is like this, so you're in a good position. That spine angle lets you swing along the slope or up the slope so your club doesn't stick right in the grass.
Okay, let me give it a go.
That's perfect.
Well, thank you, John, and he just taught us a lot about how to approach the green with an 8-iron and a sand wedge. So thank you, John Kuzewski. Here at Thunder Bay Golf Resort, we'll have more lessons on the links, so stay tuned for next week.